Respondus Monitor is an add-on feature for Lockdown Browser that enables students to use a webcam to record themselves during a non-proctored exam. Let's get started. So today we're going to go ahead and apply the Respondus Monitor to one of our exams. So go ahead and click on Lockdown Browser. That will take us into the dashboard for the Lockdown Browser and the Respondus Monitor. And so the exam we're going to go ahead and modify today is our ballet exam. As you can see, the Respondus Lockdown Browser has already been applied. What we want to do is we want to go ahead and apply the Respondus Monitor. So let's go ahead and select this icon. Then click on Modify Settings. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and modify the monitor webcam settings. So we're going to go ahead and select the Respondus Monitor for this exam. So we want to require that. Once we do that, we'll see a startup sequence. The startup sequence is the set of optional events that occur before a monitor webcam session begins. You can choose the items to be included in the startup sequence. You can also edit the text. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and go through each one of them. So our student photo, if you want to require a student photo, you want to make sure that this option is selected. At this point, students would be required to show their ID to the webcam and it would record. So as you can see here, you've got some text, so if you can modify that. So let's go ahead and click on that. And by default, the system will tell the students that they'll need to hold their identification to the camera and select Take Picture. Once they do that, then the students can go ahead and continue to the next option. The next thing the student will have to do, if this option is selected, is the environment check. And so let's take a look at the text. Again, you have the option to modify this if you'd like, but essentially what it will tell the students is to make sure that the area around the computer is clear of papers, books, phones, etc. So once that is done, the student will need to click on Start Recording, and they will slowly record the area around the computer where they will be testing. And so once the student does that, they can go ahead and continue on. You also have an area where you can add any additional instructions if you choose to use this startup sequence option. So let's go ahead and click on Edit Text, and we can see you can give the students any other instructions that you would like them to know when they are going to be testing for your course. Again, you can modify the additional instructions in this area as you choose to do so. Once you do that, just make sure you click on Save and Close. And then once you're done, that is all that you need to do to set up the monitor settings. Once you do that, then you go ahead and click on Save and Close. So we'll go ahead and do that now. Now the Respondus Monitor is required for this exam. For any additional assistance, please contact the Center for Distance Learning. And so now we can see that our ballet exam requires the Respondus Lockdown Browser, and it will also require the Respondus Monitor. If you have any questions, please contact the Center for Distance Learning.